So, Mr. Sarthak, in triangle ABC and DBC. So, this is ABC and DBC. ABC is the bigger triangle and DBC is the smaller one. ABC, DBC. Okay. On the same base BC. So, the base are same. And vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. Okay. So A and D are on the same side of BC. If AD is extended, AD is being extended to intersect BC at P. Show that. Have you understood the question? Have you understood what they have written here?
No, sir, not yet.
So should I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangles. Yeah. So ABC and DBC, they are two isosceles triangles. So what we are told is that this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt till here?
No, sir.
So in the figure, you can mark that this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Are we clear till here?
Yes, sir.
On the same side of BC. On the same side of BC, why they have said that it is on the same side of BC? Because they could have made a figure like this. So BC like this. They could have drawn ABC like this. And they could have drawn DBC like this. Have you understood what they are saying?
Yes, sir.
So that is why they are saying that they are on the same side BC. They are not on the opposite side. Are we clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Now A and D, they are called the vertex. Vertex. And the plural is vertices. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. See, in this figure that I've drawn, the vertices A and D are on opposite side of BC. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, are we clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If AD is extended, so this line is being extended to intersect BC. This is a line BC at P. Are we clear till here?
Yes, sir.
So, see there, Sarthak, there would be times when you'll have to read the statement 2 or 3 times. And it is absolutely okay because in the difficult questions, you'll have to read the question 2, 3 times. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Do you do poems in your school? English literature? Do you do?
Yes, sir.
So in poems, if you have seen that they were usually poems are 7 to 8 lines long, but your teacher would be spending, say, the full lesson on explaining 4 lines only. Have you understood what I've said?
Yes, sir.
Because in poems, lot of information is given in each line. Similarly, in geometry, each line would have lot of information and you have to understand all the information that is being given. Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
So the first part is ABD is congruent to ACD. So let us see ABD, this triangle, is congruent to ACD, this triangle. Mr. Sarthak, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
So how can I prove this?
So it says ABP and ACP. You said ABD.
ABD, ABD, and ACD. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Sarthak. Yeah.
DB and DC are same.
Why?
So it's given in the
Yeah.
question.
Because they have said that this triangle, this smaller triangle, DBC, is an isosceles triangle. So therefore, this side would be equal to this side. So this side is equal to this side. Yes, nice. So when you have to write that BD is equal to DC, you have to write it given. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
And you'll have to mention in triangle ABD and triangle ADC. This is a line you write, and this is the first reason that you are giving. Okay, what is the second reason?
AB and AC are same.
Shabash. AB is equal to AC. Again, you have to give the reason. The reason is it is given. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, what is the third reason?
AD is the common side.
Shabash. AD is equal to AD. Now you have to write in bracket that these are the common sides. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC. And what is the rule being applied? Mr. Sarthak?
SSS.
SSS. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, last time, this is what I had discussed, that you need to write all this. Otherwise, you won't get marks. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Second part. And see, another thing that you need to understand is once you have proved that the triangles are congruent. So basically, like you play these video games, mobile games, you have, what do they call that? You have got a lot of bonuses. Bonuses that now this angle would be equal to this angle. Similarly, this angle would be equal to this angle. Have you understood what I've said?
Yes, sir.
So I think this is what they say in mobile games. You have unlocked bonuses. So once you prove that two triangles are congruent, you have unlocked a lot of bonuses, which you can use to solve the rest of the parts. Have you understood what I've said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now I want to prove ABP. ABP is congruent to ACP. Basically, I'll mark the triangles. Basically, ABP, this, and ACP and ACP. These are congruent. How should I do that?
AC and AB are congruent.
Again, what we will write is
Given.
in triangle ABP and triangle ACP. Yes, Mr. Sarthak.
AB equals AC.
AB equals AC. This is given. Okay.
And then BP equals to BC.
Why? We haven't proved it till yet.
Yes, sir. So I forgot AP, it's not written that it's BC.
Correct. So another thing that we are given is that AP is common. At least we can write AP is equal to AP, which is common. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So now AB. What are the options that we have? We have that this side is equal to this side. We have that this is common. Do we have this information that this angle is equal to this angle, Mr. Sarthak?
Yes, sir.
Yes. From here, we know that this angle is equal to this angle. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So we can write that angle BAC is equal to angle CAP. And what is the reason you want to give, Mr. Sarthak?
No.
See, one word. Yeah, yes, yeah.
Because because triangles A, B, D, and ADC are congruent.
So you can write proved in part 1, or another line that usually usually is written whenever you don't find anything to write. Usually students will write CPCT. And what is the meaning of CPCT? Congruent parts of congruent triangles. Mr. CBI, Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
So, or what you can do is here also you can write, therefore, angle BAP is equal to angle CAP. And you are using it here. So therefore triangles are congruent. And Mr. Sarthak, what is the reason?
So AB equals AC. AB is a common side and angle BAC equals angle CAP.
So what is the rule which is applicable? Why are they congruent? We have 4 rules of congruency.
Yes, sir. SAS.
SAS. Have you understood the logic?
Yes.
Now again, once you have proved this, again you have unlocked bonuses. The bonuses that you have unlocked is that now this side would be equal to this side and this angle would be equal to this angle. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
So this is what I'm trying to explain it to you, that at each stage you are unlocking bonuses. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And those bonuses that you are unlocking can be used for proving the next parts. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So this angle is equal to this angle and this side would be equal to this side. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And yeah, another thing is because see, this angle is equal to this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is also equal to this angle. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
See, these two angles are equal because of this. Or I can write it here also. That angle BDA is equal to angle CDA. Any doubt?
No, sir.
And here I can write that angle DPB is equal to angle DPC. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
You can write CPCT. Everything that you write should have a reason. Are we clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now look at third part. AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. Have we proved this?
No, sir.
Yeah, we have proved. Why? AP bisects A. Yes, AP, this is a line AP. Of course, it bisects angle A. Why? Because this angle is equal to this angle. We have proved this in the first part. Any doubt?
No, sir.
AP bisects angle D. Does it?
Yes, sir.
Of course it does. Of course it does. This is the angle. This is the angle. Angle D. We have proved that this is equal to this. How? In the first part. Therefore, if this is, let us assume this is let us assume this is theta, this is theta. So this angle and this angle again would be equal because this and this makes a linear pair. This is 180 minus theta. This is 180 minus theta. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt?
No, sir.
So this angle is equal to this angle. And if this angle is equal to this angle, of course, this line would bisect this angle, angle D. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So when you prove that triangles are congruent, especially in questions like these where there are a lot of parts, remember that information from this can be used here, information from both these can be used here, information from both three can be used here. So Sarthak, have you understood the logic?
Yes, sir.
So don't assume that these parts are different. They are part of the same question. And information that you will get here, here, here would be used to prove this. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Because that is how these questions are formed. The last part, AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. Have we proved this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have proved this. This angle is theta. This angle is theta. So AP is perpendicular bisector. What we need to understand is, I will clear all of these. So what is a perpendicular bisector? It has to be perpendicular and it should bisect. We have proved that BP is equal to PC. We have proved that this angle is equal to this angle. If this angle is equal to this angle, then theta plus theta would be equal to, Mr. Sarthak,
180.
180 degree. Therefore, theta would be equal to 90 degree. So, what we are able to prove that this is 90, this is 90, this side is equal to this side. Therefore, it is a perpendicular bisector. Mr. Sarthak, any doubt? Okay. Were you able to do question number 2?
No, sir.
Okay. Let us try to understand. AD is an altitude. The first thing is, first word that we need to understand is altitude. Altitude implies perpendicular. Any doubt?
No, sir.
At times, it also means the height. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So they can say that AP is the altitude of triangle ABC. In that case, this AP would be the height H. So AD is altitude. Okay, we have understood what is altitude, the meaning of altitude of an isosceles triangle. We understand isosceles triangle means that this side is equal to this side. Any doubt?
No, sir.
1 second, Mr. Sarthak.